Yo, what's going on, Descendants? Got another build guide for you today. This one is for the Executor. Nexon did a little bufferoo. The gun now actually hits pretty hard. I've been grinding this gun all night to get it ready so I could actually play with a good shotgun. This is one of the guns that I've been just waiting for them to buff. Like every day I'm getting on like, did they buff it yet? Did they buff this yet? Finally, they buffed. Before they buffed the shotgun, this thing was hitting like a literal wet glove. Like it was the most pathetic thing I'd ever seen in my life. But now this thing is doing some damage. And since I just uploaded 2 elemental builds, I thought, why not just add one more to the collection, right? So here's a quick boss fight and then we'll hop into it. All right, I know you've probably seen that fight a million times, but hey, let's be honest, he is a good DPS check. It just makes it really easy for me to display the gun damage on him in a short period of time so that you can see the kind of damage the gun is doing, right? So let's hop into the Executor's mods and take a look. So the mods that we're running for Executor are hit rate focus, electric enhancement, better concentration, targeted vulnerability, weak point sight, rifling reinforcement, action and reaction, concentration priority, special sight, and electric priority. You probably can tell by now with this gun, what we've done is we've built into its special ability. Special ability revolves around electricity, right? And reducing electric resistance. And so that's exactly what we've done, right? We've gone in and we've built into that. Now, one thing to like kind of keep in mind, right, with heavy ammo is that it is a limited ammo. It's kind of difficult to get. It's kind of just RNG, right? It just depends on your drops. But with Glay, she gives us unlimited ammo, right? So ammo with Glay just isn't an issue. That's who I use this shotgun with. So when looking at the mods that we put on the Executor, you might notice that there is 0 crit rate in this. The reason is because when you look at the unique ability on the gun, look at this thing, it's so nice, isn't it? It says on hitting an enemy with all fired bullets grants the unique ability Executor's Exaltation. When hitting at maximum level, the weak point damage multiplier is increased and the target enemy is inflicted with electrocuted effect. So jumping down here and looking at Executor's Exaltation, the duration is 5 seconds, max stacks of 3, accuracy is 10, accuracy per stack is 5, and then your crit rate will go up and your crit damage is going to go up. Your firing speed also increases and then it increases per stack as well, and then weak point damage at maximum stack is going to hit 20. So as you can see, there's like a whole lot of buffs here. There's like a whole lot of damage to be had. They really went in, they actually kind of like reworked the whole gun. And the last part is going to be the electrocution. The duration is 4 seconds, damage intervals every half a second. Additional damage is you're going to be your firearm damage times 100%, and then the defense reduction is going to be minus 3%. The reason is because your crit rate is going to be up to 100% after 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. And we're at 100% crit rate. So after your 3rd shot, which is max stacks of Executor special ability, you're gonna have 100% crit rate, and it doesn't matter if you miss anymore. Before, if you missed a shot, it would actually drop that. But now it actually does not drop that even if you do miss, which does make it just really nice, right? Because you don't have to be like as accurate. You still want to be as accurate as you can, right? But there's a little room for like a mistake. So like I mentioned earlier, we want to build into the electric, right? So we've done that with these 2 mods. We've got electric enhancement and then electric priority. I am using this with Glay, right? So I don't have a reload penalty at all. So that's why I don't really mind having this electric attack priority on here, is because I'm not going to suffer from a penalty. If you do look at the reload time modifier though, it is at minus 60%. If you don't intend on using this with just Glay and you might use it on another Descendant, honestly, you can get rid of this extra 50% electric attack and you could swap it out for something like an accuracy mod or maybe a max high power rounds. If you're not going to use it on Glay, it is really kind of just going to be a whatever you prefer. Maybe you want more ammo. Maybe you want to use this mod to kind of help combat the movement penalty from this mod while aiming, or maybe you're okay with the reload time, because if you're not on clay, chances are you're not going to have a ton of ammo anyway, so you could just load like most of the shots into your first mag. I just thought it'd be kind of a good idea to like throw out some options for you if you're just not going to use this only on clay and you're going to use it on another character. At least we have a couple options, right? I do want to touch on this mod just really quick. One of the big reasons we're using special sight is obviously weak point damage is good. The more you can stack, the better. But if you remember the unique ability, so when Executor's Exaltation hits max stacks, 3 shots, you're gonna get the bonus weak point damage of 20%. So that buff in tandem with our other 3 weak point mods are really gonna do a lot of damage, and they really incentivize you to hit weak points. So you can just break them as quick as possible if you're fighting a Colossi or just shooting the head of like a commander. That's where you're gonna see like the most damage out of this gun. As far as the rolls on my Executor, these are what we were able to come up with. All of them I really like. There is one that I'm kind of debating on whether I want to swap it out or not, and that's going to be firearm critical hit rate. Again, because it's not really needed because of this gun's special ability. It's just going to bring us right to 100% critical hit rate anyway. And if there were 2 other rolls that I could pick from, it would probably be like damage to Colossus or firearm critical hit damage. So those are the 2 rolls that I would keep an eye out for when you're re-rolling your gun. Let me just say, it is nice to finally have a shotgun that can actually do some damage, baby. I've been just running around like a madman with this thing, just murking anything that stands in my path. This thing is fun. I'm just so happy we finally got a good shotgun. I do wish the ammo economy was a little better, but hey, we have a descendant that gives us unlimited ammo, right? Anyways, until the next one. Later.